Alright, listen, Virgo, I'm sorry, but here lately I can't do a reading without this phone going nuts. And unfortunately, it's calls I must take. I cannot put these calls on the back burner. I hate that I have to be the one to give this reading as a white person. This is so uncomfortable for me. That is the general perspective right now of anybody with white skin, where your parents were both predominantly white and you are of a white race. This is such, we have to walk on eggshells. There's an outcast. I mean, white people right now, I'm telling you, we are so innocent in this. Like, I don't have nothing to do with what happened back here. Okay? Nothing. And I'm also seeing some people who want to like march the streets, and they want, what is that? Not repentance. They want, I don't have a Google dictionary. They want, it's a word. Repayment. You know, I want my money for nothing and my checks for free. You get what I'm saying? Because of how my ancestors were done. I see someone very, very worried, man. Very worried about losing a job. Someone here shot themselves in the foot and they lose their job. Unexpected income in the reverse. I see this person saying sorry. I'm seeing this a lot. I don't ever watch the news, but my boyfriend likes to watch sports. And I recently saw something, or he was telling me about something, and I caught it. And he kind of went into detail about what was going on in the news. It was a coach. No, it wasn't a coach. It was just a player. It was a player talking to another player. I believe it was baseball. If it wasn't baseball, it was football. It was baseball, because I remember making the Babe Ruth reference. This white player said to this black player, "Who do you think you are?" Some famous black baseball player. I don't remember his name. And because he said, "Who do you think you are?" the next Babe Ruth, but if Babe Ruth was black, right? I don't remember the name of the black person that he said, right? He said, "Who do you think you are? The next so-and-so?" That black baseball player had this boy booted for that. And I said, well, that was a compliment. The boy was paying you a compliment. What was wrong with that? That would have been like if he in turn said to the white boy, "Who do you think you are, the next Babe Ruth with your fat ass?" You get what I'm saying? Like, this is getting out of control. This is trying to eliminate a race by not feeding them. Like, cut their fucking money off, yo. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Woo, I am for real. Y'all aliens now? Yeah, it's, I want to say, like, repercussions. I forget the word for that. This is a very uncomfortable conversation to have, because I have extremists that will say, well, what do you know? You white. And it sounds like you a racist. And I can hear the racism in you know what I'm saying? Like, white people are silenced. Like, I don't even know you, bro. I mean, you talking about some stuff that happened back in the civil rights days. I'm 23. What would they know? And that's another concept here about the people who are now speaking on this shit. What would you know? You weren't there. All you know is what you've read or what somebody told you from their perspective. Even then, you got your feelings hurt growing up. Are you still I mean, this shit is getting crazy. And I am seeing a lot of babies who are completely innocent. This is definitely an interracial couple with the white female and the black boys and the little mixed baby. Innocent. Eventually, we all gonna be one race. I don't know if it's gonna be 100 years from now, 150 years from now. Mark my words, this video will still be alive. We will all be predominantly one race. Because that's what I'm seeing. This white shit is being outcast because it's just too much. So eventually we're all just going to be one race. And then the whole democracy, Democratic Republican thing, this shit will go away. Because now we will all unite. Because who are you? You can't profile anymore. It's going to be very, very difficult to profile when everybody's the same color. At any rate, I am seeing heavy, heavy, extreme racism here. I'm seeing someone who used the wrong language to people who were listening and watching. It is affecting children. It is affecting their sleeping and eat. You ain't gonna sleep, you ain't gonna eat. We will harass you. This person will be shot, hung out to dry because you blonde hair and blue-eyed bastard. Sorry, not sorry. I ain't either. I'm not. Shit is out of control. It's out of control. At any rate, you know, that's just my opinion. That's my opinion. I'm not sorry for it. That's my opinion. Alright, then. I'm about to pause your video. You know what? I still am. Give me a second. Also, what I was getting when I touched this pal, there's no coincidences. I strongly believe that one day we will be all one race. I do. This is giving me like Hitler vibes, like where white people will be the new slaves. It's just weird. This whole pal right here is very weird. I'm also seeing where there may be something to do with a foreigner coming over, attacking white women, predominantly white women. It's not happening to white men because they would have gave me the main male. I have a main male card now. This is happening to white women. Innocent white women. There's something to do with getting hustled for marriage papers. Coming over to America. Coming to America. I mean, it's here now. Being sold some type of pipe dream about a big house and high honor. And this person is some type of prince or something. You know? I don't know if this is an American going overseas, and now you're a foreigner over there and you will be ridiculed. You are an outcast in this land, ma'am. You are no longer in America, ma'am. You are not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. You aren't. There is a profile here that from foreigners that if you marry a white woman, you will get some type of papers too. I'm seeing it. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I'm seeing this. And in the spread, I'm seeing it. Like, tune in, just watch. Just watch what they're feeding our kids. Watch how they bundle this up. They're bundling. This is like so politicky. I don't like politics, y'all. I don't. If you're going across seas, ma'am, main female, ma'am, if you're going across seas to see someone of a different race than you, I cannot stress enough. I feel like somebody here was guaranteed that they would be protected and provided for. And when you get there, you are an outcast. You are going to quickly see that if she can't use my comb, don't bring her home. You will feel awful. You will be treated terribly. You have no rights wherever you're going. I don't know how old school they are, but the civil rights movement never happened there. It feels very slavery vibes, ma'am. You will be stripped of your wealth. It's like, tune in. You better be watching because this is your protection. What is all this guarded, protected, and gun tote? I see robbery. I do. I see a lot of robbery. I see people protesting about being robbed over the years. And I see all these people, look. And I gotta tell you, it looks like a lot of white folk. Who are angry. I have angry white folk. And I don't know what you're marching for. I don't even know if you know why you're marching. I don't. I have a lot of white females here telling me that they got mixed babies and that these babies are innocent. And I agree with you, ma'am. I do. I also feel like you are in a very censored time. With whatever you say, you're going to shoot yourself in the foot. So if you're going around using the N-word, just because your baby is a form of a different race, ma'am, you need to be careful. Because I see somebody, they going after your pockets. You will get fired from whatever job you have, from whatever you say. You need to tune in. I just see so much politicking and stereotyping. It's awful. This is such an uncomfortable conversation. I cannot believe that they put me on this tip. It's almost a reading I just don't even want to do. I don't. This is awful. Why would you choose me? I don't want to be chosen for this reading. This is bad, y'all. What do you want to choose me for? It is sad though, because as a white woman, I do have interracial family, you know. My stepdaughter's black or interracial. You know, I'm not racist. Everybody has a preference and a prejudice against a bias against what they prefer. Do you like Louis Vuitton or Gucci? Like, they're both great, but I like this one better. I mean, this is awful. This is going to be an awful, ugly reading. Oh, God. Okay. They put me on tarot of oppositions. This is going to be uncomfortable for me. I do apologize that I have to split the reading, but I could not avoid the call. So what happens is I can pause, but once I answer a call, the video is split. It won't allow me to go back to it, and I'm not an editor. I really need a new office space and an improved studio, but I don't have the amount of subscribers right now to warrant such space. So maybe once I get to like 1,000 subscribers, you know, we'll see. But readings like this, man, this don't gain me popularity. I can tell you that, because I'm fucked. I'm damned if I do. I'm damned if I don't. I can't really say anything. Like, I'm silenced. You know, I'm silenced because there's really nothing you can say. What you gonna say? Oh, I'm a female, and you see, I love everybody. I got mixed kids. It don't matter, B. It don't matter. You a white lady. What you talking about? You need to shut up. You go shoot yourself in the foot. You an outcast here. You not from these parts. Damn. Yeah, there's some stuff here I just don't even want to say. I don't, man. I don't. There's so much prejudice, profiling, and racism in this reading coming from a white lady. If I was a different race, I have no problem reading this out loud. But for me to say what these cards want me to say is very, very hard about the biases and profiles that belong to different races. Hello, welcome to my store. How can I help you? This is awful. I hate this reading. I do. I don't like it, but we're going to do it, boss. I'm gonna take a nap after this. Yes, I am. Look, they got the sleeping cards. Yeah, you're gonna be you're in the ethers right now. I will say this though, it feels like whatever pivotal moment this is, it's by no coincidence. It feels like the next world war, and I'm being straight up with you. And I'm probably the only reader that has announced that. You heard it first here. This feels like the next world war. And it's just completely off of racism. These extremists. I have extremists here. I have people that are very, very racist that are crafting their words very carefully to influence our younger youth. That they're sorry, not sorry. These people are broke because there's a lot of blame, pointing fingers, you. And I just got a lot of innocent kids that are suffering consequences of things they don't know nothing about. I mean, I'm one of them kids, honestly, and I'm far from young. You know what I'm saying? I'm 40 years old. But this wasn't my time period. You understand that? I'm born in the 80s. This ain't even my time period. Like, what are we doing? Okay. I have somebody here waiting on some type of communication back and forth. Sir, I don't know if you really locked up, like you are in prisione, or this is a border problem, like getting a green card. I am waiting for communication to see what my options are. I'm also very confused by the back and forth communication I'm getting. I'm confused. Like, this is somebody who is having trouble with the language, the foreign dialect. They don't understand the language. They're confused. There's a lot of back and forth communication I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on a very important letter, or I'm waiting on something, waiting to hear from someone. This person wants to know what their options are, but there is heavy confusion here. Heavy. I don't know if this is somebody that's like locked up or something. Like locked up overseas, you know what I'm saying? Where all you do is sleep. All you can do in jail really is sleep. Unless you are in straight up prison and you got a whole routine, and I know I get up at 6 and I go work in a chow hall, and then I go work out, and then I go do classes, and you got a whole routine you doing the time. Otherwise, this person here just in a holding cell. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand what's going on. I also have a lot of that. People waiting on the word, they're waiting on the call. I'm waiting to be told what to do, but they're having trouble understanding the dialect. And I have to tell you, this a white dude. Like, you might as well just go ahead and lay it down, partner. You need to wait until you're told what to do. Okay, I'm sorry. I hate it, man. It's awful reading I gotta give as a white woman. I mean, it really is. I will say this. The woman on this card is white, the main female. There is a Knight of Cups, which is a very strong love offer. And with this love offer, you will be winning out here, sir. You will be in the spotlight. You will be coming to America. You will be some type of prince. You will be wealthy. You will be of high honor. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some type of trophy around a certain race of a female. Maybe the person ain't right. I don't know, man. This is the way it feels, though. It does. Everybody will look up to you. I will be seen as the HNIC. This is an awful reading. Man, I had no idea. They gave me the song James Brown and Payback. Rep a something. Rep a... Will somebody help me out? As the nun will say, can I use a lifeline? What's the word I'm looking for? Rep or something? Yeah, man, this is awful. Yeah, okay. So someone here listened to someone. They did. They listened, they watched, they were very focused on this person. I'm also seeing some type of innocent child here They want to know where your documents are. Hello, my name is. I started the reading off with that. I said, I watch certain people's intros and they always announce their name or what. You know, I haven't really gotten that far. There's something here about what's your name. They want to see the paperwork. Now, either this is in prison. If you go to prison, sir or ma'am, they will hit you for the paperwork straight up. Who are you? Are we gonna love you? We're gonna respect you, or are you gonna go? Are you gonna go to the shoe? Are you going to the hole? You gonna have to check in, sir or ma'am, without that paperwork. They want to know who you are. This is somebody coming to America. Who are you? Are you the wife of whom? Are you the husband of whom? That's what I have, y'all. Because what I'm seeing is all this fakeness. All this fighting, everybody kung fu fighting. I don't know karate, but I know crazy. That's in that song. I see this, all this fighting, this pettiness. This is straight pettiness. This is somebody hitting you below the belt. It is. You're treated like an outsider. These people are petty AF. You are arrested on point, Eight of Swords. You didn't know that it was going to be like this. If you're going to a foreign country, I don't care who I'm talking to. If you come into America or are you leaving America, let me tell you something. You will be met. It's not going to be this. Somebody thought when they showed up, it was going to be all this love and all this wealth and winning. No, it's not. Somebody's bubble gets burst. They show up and they realize that these motherfuckers are attacking you as soon as you step off the plane, as soon as you show up. I see fighting in the street right now. I see the next world war, y'all. I do. I see people getting convicted and persecuted for over petty things. These are backbiters. These are people being very nasty. So it goes 6 of Wands. This is history repeating itself. If I'm going from 6 of Wands to 5 of Wands, and I'm seeing this type of behavior where someone's being convicted and judged without fair trial. This is also people stealing your wallet. Like, this is like going to jail and like, wait a minute, I had $3 grand in that wallet. And somebody looking at the CO like, did you see a $3 grand? Yeah, we didn't see it. I don't know if you ever been to jail or prisione, but this is heartbreaking. I see somebody going across seas, being robbed, being assaulted, robbed, thrown right into prison. Do not pass go, do not collect $200, and this is the third-party interference. Seriously, I don't know if this is somebody coming to America or leaving, y'all. This is not here's the overall message, y'all. This ain't a good time to travel. And somebody here is coercing someone to show up. Come on, man, it's all love, it's all love, it's all love. This is a very innocent, naive person. You really believe, now you may, I'm not gonna say you really believe, but there is a main female here in love with you are in love with somebody of the opposite race, okay? You may even have a children with this person. Your bubble will get burst. Welcome to reality. As the nun would say, is this real life? Yeah. This is a really good soul. Man, I hope she respects this reading because, you know, the nun is a black girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she intimidating. I never ever post no comments on any of her stuff, you know, because her spirit squad is for real, for real. And you know, she's, don't get it wrong. Don't get it messed up now. Like, the nun is gangster. Like, I don't want her to think poorly of me. You know what I'm saying? So this is a very touchy topic for me. It is. It's a very touchy topic. Like, this is a white person using the N-word and shooting himself in the foot. When it's on 96.7 all day long. There's no music out there, but it's different. There's certain rules for certain cultures, and it's wrong. It's so wrong. Now, Eminem broke the barrier, but again, he had to fit a certain stereotype and profile. You get what I'm saying? And maybe that's who he really is. I know that I'm very transparent when I am on here. What you see is what you get. This reading is just tough. It's real tough. I see somebody in the present moment. Listen, wherever you're going, you about to get your bubble burst, baby. And honey, I think I'm talking to a white girl. And if you're not a white girl, you are of foreign descent, Asian persuasion. There's a lot of persuasion here, okay? Furthermore, I will say this because I see this here. And they're showing me an old movie. I don't even remember the name of it, but it was a fire-ass movie. These two little white girls, very innocent white girls, young white girls, running drugs overseas, coming to America. They were running drugs from a foreign land to the States. They had gotten away with it, but it wasn't a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like these two chicks, they might have had a couple ounces of cocaine. What they were decoys. So they obviously eventually get caught at the airport, right? And when they get caught overseas in a foreign land. And it's so fucked up for these two little white girls because they like blonde hair, blue eyed girls. Like you are far away from home, Dorothy. These are young white girls. And at the end of the movie, you see that it was an intentional setup. This person was set up, they were backstabbed. And what was really happening is that this drug dealer, this drug lord or whatever, they were smuggling in much larger dope. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple kilos, a truckload of dope through there. But they needed the attention to be on this female, this white female, so that their big truck of dope could get through. Because the federales are so concerned with you that they're not noticing that a ton of cocaine just went by. They so wrapped up on a small shit. They're wrapped up on 2 ounces of coke when a fucking truckload just went by. They were used as decoys, promised all this love and adoration, and you gonna be sitting pretty. And I see somebody here waiting on the word, like just stand by the phone. Yeah, and this person, it's like, sorry, Miss Jackson. It's like there's somebody here having trouble hearing the connection on the phone. I'm having trouble dialing out. And all this person can do is sit behind bars, yo. Look, all they can do, they are a foreigner in a land they don't know. And really all they can do is lay it the fuck down. If you're in a holding cell, that's all you can really do. Now this person had their ears, like, man, they were mesmerized by this deal. I see that, mesmerized. They listened to this person's every word on how guarded, how safe this was, how easy this was, how guarded and protected. This person felt like they were this person made you feel so secure that you were the apple of their eye. That was nothing gonna happen to you. Trust me. This person had gained your trust. And then you realize this is a shady deal. I don't give a fuck. This person don't give a fuck. You're an outsider. You don't know where the fuck you are. You just get dropped. You're a black sheep. You're an alien. Where's your papers? You don't know shit. You don't know the language. Man, all your money stripped. Your dope stripped. 501s. Man, you going straight to jail. Do not pass go. This is awful. This is awful. I'm seeing several different scenarios here. I really am. This is awful. I'm seeing a lot of different prototypes, or not prototypes, sorry. I saw that. A lot of different profiling. This is profiling. What is the description of a white woman? So I do see a white woman here being used as a mule. You're being used as a mule, ma'am, because of your race. Now, if you're not white, you're being used as a mule, period. This is to the masses as well. There is a mass of people being used as mules for something much, much bigger. Do you understand? Y'all are caught up in very trivial bullshit, 5 of wands, bullshit, petty ass things, y'all. And look how y'all just study this shit. You're so innocent and childlike. You know what I mean? And not for nothing, y'all just don't know better. This is ignorance. I didn't know any better. But you see what I'm saying? This is all politics. Much bigger things are behind it. You guys are getting caught up on little tiny trivial things. And what they always like to do is anytime something huge is going on, when they pull the race card, everybody goes nuts. And it's time to divide. Do you see? Look. It's white against black, and who is the outcast? Who earns more money? People getting fired, people not eating, people fighting in the streets, people getting arrested for no reason. Innocent folks, innocent folks. This is hard to watch. It's heartbreaking. There is a third-party interference that the masses in general, okay, as a general reading, you're not seeing. Y'all missing the bigger picture. It's like, say there's 50,000 kids, small kids, from ages to 1 to 6 years old. We have kids ages 1 to 6 because none of these kids here are older than 6 years old. This is a kid, this is a kid. I have newborns to 6-year-old kids. Let's just say I have 50,000 kids ages 1 to 6 being sold. This is modern day slavery. But what they'll do is they make up some type of BLM movement. Do you understand? The fuck? Why would you choose me for this? This is a really hard message. This is really good school. Man, I hope the nuns respect this, man. This is so hard for me to... I hate touching on race, but this is what I'm seeing, man. This is white against black. This is somebody using, would you say, look, they're watching, they're listening, and they're watching you. And it's affecting your children, it's stripping them, it's robbing them, it's white against black. That's exactly this, straight up. White against black. And then you throw in some other races here in the mix. Now, I don't know if what they're saying is all this is being dictated by this other predominantly Asian race. But if it is, you heard it first here. Okay? It's like they just using this whole race thing between the white and black thing, and they're manipulating the white and black card. Pull the race card, white, black card, pull that. Pull that. All I need is a cop. What dickhead do we have on the force that we know for a fact is racist? All right, this is what I want you to do. I want you to assign him a beat down on 3rd Street in Baltimore. You get what I'm saying? Like where he's definitely going to fudge up and his body cam definitely will. You get what they're doing this on purpose to get away with something much larger. And the masses, they eat this shit up. They eat this shit for lunch. They love it. They can't get enough of it. They are missing sleep. And then I have this predominantly Asian group, and I'm sorry to be racial. I really am. Sleeping like a baby. Watching this shit all go down. Watching us turn on each other. It's hard to watch it. It's making my stomach bottom. They're watching our economy fail. They're watching the violence. They're looking at the reports, the statistics of how many people are locked up in the United States. How many prisoners do they take care of? Do you know the United States has most prisoners of any country anywhere in the world? To the best of my knowledge, the last time I checked, which was like 3 or 4 years ago, United States had the most prisoners. We had more prisons and more prisoners than any other country anywhere in the world. And we're so easily defeated because we don't understand our own weaknesses. We don't. This is a country that gets offended by a race calling another race a word. Seriously, it becomes a country divide, a nation divided. And even in the Bible, a house divided cannot stand. I am seeing this high honor going to a predominantly black community, high honor black community, right? And I'm seeing white people painted as racist. That's what I'm seeing. But it's funny enough that hide and seek, look, hide and seek, sweetheart, spying up to something. I mean, I hate to paint this because it just sounds so prejudiced and racial, but I have a predominantly Asian descent background who appears very innocent. They don't even appear to be a player in this spread at all. But they're watching. They're just watching us do exactly like they thought. I mean, this is retarded. This is retarded. Straight up, it's retarded. I also have, man, I hope the nun isn't going to be mad about this. I'm really not trying to take up for my own race. I'm not, because I know the conflict and controversy, especially on a day like Veterans Day, that this will provoke. Okay? Don't put me in a war that I know nothing about. I wasn't even alive back then. All I know is I got a stepdaughter who is predominantly black. My daughter's sister is black. I have many friends of all different races. There is a lot of innocent people here my age that are silenced to the point where I feel so weird on video. I can't say the N word like at all, even though it's in rap songs. So stay woke, ninjas creeping, because I'm white, y'all. That's the issue. That's the issue. That's a problem. That's a problem. When it's on the airwaves. Tennis. Look at this. Look at this. Sleeping on all this betrayal. This person, there's a puppet master in the back. And this person is not from America at all. No. And this was done. You need to learn your knowledge. Somebody here needs to get their knowledge updated. You're angry over what, sir or ma'am? You're violated over what? You need to really look a little deeper about what's going on behind these here curtains. Because somebody here is waiting. They're waiting for communication. They are studying the options of attack. That's what this is. It's all political. These are all people in a, like in DC, like if you're from America, okay? This is DC with a high honor, all right? This is, I don't know if this is a country that is dividing itself. You know, if this is I don't know, this is very political. This is a country participating in a racist divide. But there are options here of betrayal, options of attack. How will we attack this country? How do we betray? This is people betraying your own, because I'm going to tell you something. There's many interracial families here with mixed kids. And you're doing, so all this BLM movement, and all of you out there who have mixed children, have you thought about their future at all? At all, as a mixed race? And you're out here in the streets condemning white people, white folk, predominantly. And I have white folk condemning their own race. Have y'all really thought that far? That these your interracial child will fall in love with a white man? Because all I have is a white female. But what happens when the gender gets, because I have a lot of that. I have females, predominantly females. Look, I got white females here. Outcasted. How are you unexpected income in reverse, meaning you get no love in these here streets, you get no money. What is your name, ma'am? You don't look black to me. You are an outcast. This is a white-black war. It's too many times white-black, white-black. Look, with little interracial babies. Eventually, we all will be the same color. Now, I do think that this is the plan, but I also see the next world war, a world war. I do. I do. I don't want to get shot over this reading. I don't, because I see a lot of guns. I don't want to get shot over this, but that's what I'm saying. Five of Pentacles, yeah. This is to betray the country. It's to bankrupt the country. And I have a lot of innocent people here who, not for nothing, you're innocent, but you're ignorant and you appear stupid. So it's like me being in the part of the country that I live in, right? Especially the part of the United States I live in. And I have a bit of a southern drawl and I sound retarded. You sound slow, ma'am. You sound like you a hick. You sound dumb. You look dumb. You don't know anything. That's how this, you know what I'm saying? All you good for is being knocked up and collecting a check. That's what that sound like to me. They don't know you got a college degree. They don't know shit about you. But you're being profiled. It is to bankrupt you. And when I say you, I mean your country. Yeah. I also have a predominantly white man being bankrupt. It's almost to say that this main female, like the white race, is bankrupting our men. If she can't use her comb, don't bring it home. I don't know if like it's black and white. I have a predominantly black-white race war here, but I'm also seeing some other races in the mix who are very knowledgeable about our political stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Because there's such a need to win, right? But I will tell you this, and this is biblical, it's in the Bible. A house divided amongst itself cannot stand. You will bankrupt your economy, your country. And you're kissing your baby goodnight, your little interracial child. I don't care what race that they're mixed with. Have you thought about their future at all while you're out there marching in these here streets? Participating in a war you know nothing about. And it does feel like history's repeating itself. It does. I just see people turning on each other. I see recession here. I see Five of Pentacles. This is betraying one another. I do see a puppet master here, and I'm this person, this other foreigner to America. If you're American like me, I have a very different country here, okay? The only way I can identify the country is by the innocent person. I have a spy here. What they're doing is they're making themselves very knowledgeable in American history because it's a well-known fact that history does what? Repeat itself. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the betrayal. I'm seeing people busting up shit, breaking up gates. They're just waiting for the call. Like, I'm just going to stay here and hang out. I'm going to get some rest before I know I got to jump over this fence. And I'm so confused. What do you mean I was set up? Somebody here set up. You're setting yourself up. Somebody will be backstabbed by their own country. You better gain some knowledge, son. I don't know if you went across seas. You think about going across seas to do some type of war. This was very Veterans Day vibes. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry, though. Even this, sorry, Miss Jackson. Whoo, I am for real. Yeah, well, it's a very sorry-ass vibe, y'all. This is ignorance. You didn't know. This is Judas and Peter. This is somebody who unintentionally fucks their future children. You didn't think about your interracial kid, or your best friend's interracial kid, or your sisters, your siblings' interracial children. You didn't think about all that. You just want to be a part of a movement you don't know shit about. Three of Cups. Yeah, this is a lot of getting on the bandwagon. I'm going to get on the bandwagon. There could be some drinks involved, but this is all like the same race. This is cliquish. This shit happens in prison all the time. All the time. There's a lot of studies, you know, it's not hard, but if you go into any prison in America, there's cars in prison. When you get there, you figure out which car you're going to be in, especially in American history. You better gain some knowledge, son. Because this, you ain't going to go in there you go into a black car, you're now in that black car. If you think it's not still like that today, it very much so is. You go to any maximum security prison anywhere. You go to a medium security prison. It's very racial. Very racial. It's like being in the 50s. And I can tell you something else. There's someone here, there is an ultimate betrayal, a country going bankrupt, dividing itself. And I'm also seeing 3 of Cups. Somebody here is celebrating someone else's pain, that they've been outcast. Now, I also see a predominantly black society outcasting a predominantly white society, or I'm seeing the opposite, a predominantly white society outcasting a predominantly black society and then celebrating it. They go there, they're attacking very innocent, this is like attacking innocent kids. They're convicting them, stripping them of their clothes. This is heartbreaking. I mean, this is extreme grief, heartbreak. And then celebrating it. Celebrating it. It's like being raped out in the middle of the street and everybody watching and dancing and celebrating as you are unjustly beat and celebrated. And stripped of everything. Your clothes, your money, your possessions. This is the ultimate betrayal. Y'all better wake up. You better wake up. That's about as comfortable with this fucking reading as I can get. I hope to God I haven't offended anybody. Y'all take care now.